Welcome, everybody, here to Quebedeaux. This is 446 Sports production of Tioga Indian football. This is the Reservation Roundup here with head coach of your Tioga Indians, Dan Christman. Appreciate everybody coming out here. Appreciate Quebedeaux. Every Thursday night here at 7 p.m. is the Reservation Roundup. I am Billy French, proud to be your voice of Tioga Indian football here. Make sure you come out. It's steak night on Thursday nights here as well, and they give you a Tioga Indian special little menu here for if you're wearing your Tioga gear here. And tonight, Coach, we got a couple people missing, of course. We got, of course, my producer. Thanks, Shane Henry, for getting everything ready here. But my partner, Coach Thomas Scully, not here tonight. He's out there being a dad for a little while, getting to watch his son coach as Marksville's playing tonight. So he said, I'm going to try to take this opportunity to go watch his son coach. So it's just me and you here tonight, Coach, but we're going to talk to a couple of seniors later on. I know Ethan Bridges is here as well. Cohen Henry is here. We're going to talk to a bunch of the Tioga Indians a little bit later on here. And again, thank you to Quebedeaux for always allowing us to have our Reservation Roundup here. Make sure you come out and support people that support your Tioga Indians. Coach, big win last week against the Grant Cougars, a familiar opponent like we do every year. And you guys put on a clinic and absolutely had a great night of football for the Indians.
Yeah, the kids played well. They were a little motivated about a few things, but mainly trying to set up this week's matchup. They wanted to get the game over with, and it worked out for us in our favor. And I thought we played efficiently on offense and defense. I thought we played pretty sound.
You did. You guys, look, Kenny Ponche had 4 touchdowns Friday night. Of course, Case Malone led off with 2 beautiful passes for touchdowns. Jackson Tarver with the big touchdown run. He also had a return. He had himself a great night. Bryson Fall with the interception return for a touchdown. Right. That Tarver, like I said, Jackson Tarver had the punt return for a touchdown. Then we got some young guys into the ball game as well. Raymond Bennett with the touchdown, the freshman, and man, you were able to do very, very well, not only on the offensive side, on the defensive side, but it seems like every week our special teams has just been phenomenal.
They're getting better and better, and they did a fantastic job. I was very pleased with our play. Our kickers have been really well, putting the ball in the end zone or sky kicks when we need to do that.
Yes, that was nice.
And then David Garrett showed what he could do a little bit. So, the future's bright. We got a lot of young kids out there, and I've been saying it. We have 10 seniors, and we have a lot of kids out there that are underclassmen.
You got a lot of talent in that freshman and that sophomore class, and then of course that junior class is led by Jackson Tarver and then Tarver Landry, and of course Mr. Legatron himself, Ethan Bridges, who we'll talk to a little bit later on tonight as well. And man, I'm just telling you, when you needed something to happen on offense, we could throw the ball, we could pass the ball last Friday night. Special teams, like we said, really had a good night. Your defense was huge. A.J. Adams, the JV champion, everybody had a great night. It was fun to watch. It was fun to call. And I know as coaches, your mindset, of course, is you focus on the team in front of you. And then you also had the distance I know as a head coach, you have to see everything from all angles, from everything from next week, the week after, and everything. But, man, they really enjoyed that home game, and they really put it to that Grant Cougar team.
Well, they played well, and I was very happy that the fact that it was senior night, and they started our festivities on that started with the dads playing catch with their sons, and then it just it really went well. It was a good night. I thought the school did a good job in honoring our senior group throughout the school, from our OTC band and so forth here. Sir. So, and I thought the game went how I thought it would go. And that's a good, that's a contribute, that just tells you what our kids are focused. They focused in and did what they had to do.
Well, the community was huge. Had packed the house there on senior night, and I love the tradition that Tioga always does, and I'm glad that you keep that tradition going here of the senior dads getting out there to throw the football around. We actually started about 30 minutes early on the feed just so we could have that on video and Shane Henry did not miss a pass. We were watching him. He had really, really soft hands. He was able to get it in and tuck it into that chest to make sure he didn't fumble it. But it was a great atmosphere. I know it's something that when my son played here and he was a senior, to have the opportunity to go down on the field, I was blessed enough to go down there and actually make like a little speech in the locker room, and again, being part of that quarterback club, and we did all that for all those years. It was such an enjoyable experience, and you don't want it to be over. It happens so fast, and I know all these parents. Of course, I've talked to Shane and his wife, and like this senior year has just gone by so fast for these seniors. But it makes it a little sweeter when you go in with the record that you go into with only 1 loss and 8 wins, and just looking for that district championship possibly next week or tomorrow night, should I say?
Well, I tell you, it has been a blessing. The kids had a single focus, and when in week 1 it didn't go our way, but they stayed focused in what we were trying, the process that we were trying to accomplish. And to be quite honest with you, we wanted to show some people, that Tioga's here and we're ready to play football. So I've been pleased with them. Everybody's goal is to be playing for something.
Yes, sir.
And we are. And it's just been, the support the school and the community's given us it's been phenomenal. So it's been great. It really has been.
I don't know if you guys have like a yearly motto or anything. I haven't seen anything, but I've been calling it the year of redemption. And it's just because knowing that the talent that we had last year and just things didn't go our way. There's a lot of things happened last year, and you can't focus on just one thing, but just a lot of stuff that just did not go our way. A lot of close ball games didn't go our way. I had the lead until the end like that fourth quarter, and then just things wouldn't go our way. But you've come in and you've changed the entire culture of what this Tioga Indian football should be and what is the expectations, the standard is. And I know you're a humble guy. You're going to be like, hey, look, what? But, you could see it by the young men, by the smartness and the discipline that your team has from last year to this year. Just you can go back there and you can look at penalties and you can see the difference. And you guys have done a phenomenal job this year.
Well, it's not a one-man show.
Absolutely.
We have some great assistant coaches, and they do a fantastic job in getting the kids not only ready, but we hold them to a standard, and this is what we expect, and they bought in. They knew last year wasn't acceptable in anybody's eyes, but it wasn't one person's fault either.
Right.
We have to. You have to own it, and you have to grow from it, and they've done a good job of that. And the seniors have led, and what I'm telling the young kids, you got a lot to live up to now. These seniors are showing you how it should be done.
Well, I don't have a vote in it, but I got my vote for you as Coach of the Year, buddy. You have turned this place around. It's been an absolute pleasure watching you week to week. I love how you still get fired up. I love how you're calm, cool, collected here on the Coaches Show. And then when they make a mistake, I love that fire that I know that I've got to see for the last few years up in the press box. But I love to see it down on the field there, and where you get it, and then you can see as soon as that initial anger gets there, you just calm back down, and then you start back to coaching, doing what you're doing. And I love watching it, man.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes my wife says, "Look, you need to calm down. You're going to have a heart attack out there." And I went, "Well, I could." If you're passionate about something,
absolutely,
and you hold somebody to a standard, even myself, I hold myself to a certain standard. So, I just think it's important that you do that, and they know it, and the kids know. Hey, they can be a little goofy at times, but there's a time not to be, and I think that's important.
Well, I'll tell you what, us averaging 52 points a game this season right now. Case having himself a phenomenal year. Of course, Curvin Johnson doing Curvin Johnson things all season long. He took a little step back last week, just trying to relax and, of course, getting ready for this week here against for the district championship. Didn't want to risk anything. I know he very smartly decision right there. And then, of course, Kenny has had a very quiet season, unless you're a Tioga Indian fan.
Yeah.
But from the outside looking in, man, Kenny Ponche just looked so good running the ball, so effortless, and looked for contacts and likes to run people over. And then you throw in Jackson Tarver, who has that little spin move, man, that makes him very, very difficult to wrap up. It's fun to watch because we can do everything that we need to do on offense, on defense side, and it's just fun to watch. And then Ethan Bridges having himself a great year as well.
Well, offensively, this past Friday, hey, Kirvin, we got this.
Yeah.
And the good thing is you're able to get other people the ball. Angelo Shelton,
yes,
Christian
sir.
Niles, you name it, Jeremiah Hunter. It doesn't, if you're open, Casey's going to get you the ball.
Absolutely.
And he's done a great job. And his growth from his junior year to his senior year has just been phenomenal. He's played outstanding this season.
It's fun to watch.
I'm very pleased with the quarterback position.
Well, our Express Employment Lineman of the Week, brought to you by Express Employment Professionals, was Narada Roy, man. He had himself a great night. And I know you guys went back and watched a lot of the tape, and we get to see it live, and we don't get – but there was some times that he was pushing that line, that defensive line, back 5, 8, 10 yards and just create these massive holes for Kenny, and then, just pancaking and the defender and made it, again, I know Kenny appreciates, this offensive line that they have, and you have a great, very, very good offensive line led by the senior captain, Mr. Tucker Landry, who him and Byard are the only two that are seniors, and then the rest are just young guys. Yeah. That's got to be a great problem to have, is that young defensive offensive line.
Well, I tell you what, they've done a great job all year. Of course, they're Zach Book and David Brumfeld. They're the leaders of that group as it relates to the coaching, and they're passionate about it. And I say that about them because sometimes we got to tell them to calm down a little bit. But they do a fantastic job of coaching, and the kids, they have responded. They're the meat and potatoes of your program. And I've always said that it starts with the offensive and defensive lines.
Yes.
When
you
build your team. Oh, yeah. And, hey, the Roy kid, I think he's a sophomore.
Yes, sir.
And he's going to be a good one.
He's big.
He's big.
He is a big, big young man. Yeah. And, of course, our MVP this week was David Garrett. And we talked a little bit off air about this young man. And I know you said he's been dealing with some hamstring issues throughout the season. But when he took off and he found just a sliver of a seam on that right side, he put in a whole nother gear. And if you can go back and watch that on YouTube, I did not realize, he surprised me, and this is week 9, how fast David Garrett was off the ball.
He's one of the fastest kids we got, but, he had his hamstrings have been bothering him. And, I would say he's probably playing at about 90% healthy-wise, but he's a baller. He goes out there and he plays. And when he took that, it was like, okay, you're not catching me tonight.
No, there was nobody. Even the kicker had no shot at getting that young man. So, yeah, he was our 446 Sports Player of the Game. And then, of course, our Southern Air Cool Play of the Game was Jackson Tarver with that big 50-yard punt return. And if you go back and you look on the call, I was doing a little Greg Berman going a little whoop, because he just kept making people miss and missing multiple times. And Tarver took it to the house for the touchdown. And then that goes back to your offense, your defense, and that special teams. I know Coach Tripp Pressridge is very, very proud of that special teams program that he's built and something that we've talked about all season long, you guys are not afraid to put the best 11 players out there on special teams, whether you're a senior, whether you're an offensive skills player, whatever, the best 11 are going to play special teams.
Well, we have to do that. Well, I can remember listening to Saban when he's at Alabama, and I look out there, they got all those starters out there, and I said, well, shoot, if they're doing it, we ought to do that, So, it's a no-brainer.
Yes, sir.
It is. And it's worked out for us this year. It really has.
Well, we've had multiple touchdowns, not only on the defense, offensive side, but we've had a lot of touchdowns on special teams, that punt return, kickoff return. And that's game changers, man. That really is game changers, and it's really going to pay dividends on tight games when we get down to the final, just something close, a game, a play left or right, that special teams can make the difference there in getting that district title, which we'll be playing for tomorrow night. So we're going to take our first break here at the Reservation Roundup live at Quebedeaux in Pineville, Louisiana. We're going to take our first break. We'll be right back. We're going to talk a little bit about Franklin Parish on tomorrow night's matchup. This is 446 Sports. We'll be right back.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by your local convenience stores, where friendly faces, cold drinks, hot snacks, and everything you need are just around the corner. For a quick stop before the big game, your hometown convenience stores are always ready, always here for you. Swing by today, and remember, support local, shop local. Highway 2080 Chevron, King Stop, Fuel Plus, Ball Chevron, and Cougar Stop. At Woodman Life, we believe in standing strong for our communities because together we can build a brighter future. From supporting local schools with resources and scholarships to sponsoring programs that give children the tools they need to succeed, Woodman Life is proud to invest in the next generation. Our members live, work, and serve right here in your hometown, volunteering and making a difference where it matters most. When you see Woodman Life, you see neighbors helping neighbors and a promise to keep giving back. Woodman Life, standing strong for community, standing strong for you. At Alexandria Solutions, we believe every strong community starts with healthy minds and healthy families. That's why we're proud to stand alongside Tioga High School as a corporate sponsor. We're here to support the Tioga Indians from the classroom to the playing field, because when students succeed, our whole community thrives. At Alexandria Solutions, we provide compassionate care for mental health and addiction. No referral is needed to make an appointment, and we accept most insurances, because getting help should be simple. Alexandria Solutions, proud to support the Tioga Indians and proud to serve our community. Go Indians!
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
ugh, come on.
Seriously? This is so extra.
but what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Quebedeaux in Pineville, Louisiana. This is the Reservation Roundup live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. I am Billy French, your voice of Tioga Indian football. As with me, of course, every week, Head Coach Dan Christman of your Tioga Indians. Big matchup this week, Coach, as we shift gears from Grant last week to Franklin Parish, the Patriots out of Winsboro, Louisiana, for the district championship. And if you would have told us at the beginning of the year, hey, it's going to come down to the final regular season game of the year, winner take all of that district championship, I think we would have took that in a heartbeat after the season we had last year.
Yes, sir. I believe you're right. But it was one of the goals of the kids, and I think every program measures themselves somewhat with a chance to play for and win a district championship.
Absolutely, and it hadn't happened here in a while. And, of course, at Tioga, the standard is, of course, winning seasons, getting deep into that playoff run. And I know that's what's going to happen this year. We're playing for a whole lot. Not only are we playing for that district championship, playing for that bye week, playing for that home playoff game in the second round, and and also for that pride of the senior class to try to get there as far as we can. We're wanting to head to the Dome. And with this offense, with this defense, and this special teams, it's definitely doable. And we're excited. It's been a fun season to watch. We talked a little bit off air again. This Franklin Parish team coming in, with that record that they have 7-2, and we're coming in with the 8-1 record here. Their only losses this year were, and I got it right here, was Calvary Baptist. We know how good they are, and Ouachita, 5A school in that 2-5A district, which is we call the gauntlet over there with West Monroe, Ash, and all that. This is with a matchup that you want here. You got a young your team is young. We talked about that. We do have 10 seniors, a very, very good young team that you have playing against a very, very disciplined and a very senior-laden team over there at Franklin Parish. And they got a couple of D1 prospects here, just like we do. It's going to be a fun night of football, especially with that quarterback they have over there in Ellis.
Yeah, Ellis is special. It starts with him, and then the running back is exceptional. I believe both of them have been offered by LSU, Alabama, you name it. And then they, on the defensive side, they got a kid going to Michigan State, and Tulane, I believe the other kid's going too. So, they have a lot of talent, but they're well coached.
Yes.
They do a real good job. Coach Burnett, I've been knowing him a while. He does a great job. And, they were preseason favorites for a reason.
Yes, sir.
And so it's a challenge. But it's a challenge we look forward to because of the opportunity we have.
Well, you couldn't have scheduled it any better than what you scheduled it this year, Coach, as far as having them in that final regular season game for the district championship. Again, like you said, Ellis quarterback, Traylon Martin is that running back, and they got wide receiver Credit and wide receiver Seals. Again, they got some talent. It's going to be a fun. Again, that redemption story that we talk about all the time. They put up 62 points on us last year here at the reservation, and there's some redemption being made here for this Tioga Indians team as I see Kervin Johnson walking in the door. Him and I have pretty much the same kind of hair. It's uncanny how similar it is here, but we might see if we can get Kervin out here.
Kervin up here.
Yeah, a little bit later on here. Good to see him come out here, of course. And we got Cohen Henry. We're going to talk to him a little bit later on, too. Of course, Ethan Bridges is here, and we're starting to see a few other people start walking in. Coach Mutter came in a little while ago. Coach was trying to get senior night here tonight, but a lot of these seniors, man, they Case Malone won't be able to make tonight. He's working.
He's working.
Tucker's birthday, so happy birthday, Tucker Landry. So it'd be fun. But again, heading over to Winsboro tomorrow, Coach. What's the day in it? Because this is going to be the furthest travel that we've had all season long. We've been very blessed with the travel this year. We've had to go to Richwood, of course, which is a pretty simple drive up on 165. This one's going to be a little bit further. What's the mindset? What's the day in the travel with that far of a travel for your Tioga team on a Friday?
Well, the only real big difference is getting them out of school around 1:30. We get them out and feed them and let them relax a little bit. And then around 3:15, we're going to load it up and get ready to go. And, it's at that point, it's locked in.
Yep.
We got to be locked in. And me personally, I want to play Friday morning and let's go.
Yeah.
But no, we try to keep it simple, and we try to keep it where we don't want them to get too hyped up too early, because you can emotionally
get
drained. So it's kind of laid back. Laid back atmosphere for everybody. So we have fun. They play their music, and we let them be at that point. Just let them relax, and then, hey, we'll gear up and get after it at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I've seen some pregame. You walk in there, they're playing video games. They lounging on the couches in there, and they're in the locker room, kind of enjoying that. It's that quiet time. It's dark in there, people sleeping, and then once that time hits and there's time to warm up, that switch is flipped. And I know these Tioga players are excited, and this is a big deal here as they're waving at you here. They got a fan club out there, Coach. You can see. Of course, always a pleasure to see your entire family come out here.
Well, not my family, but the rest of them probably would throw something at me.
Yeah, I see Book over there, Maddox Book over here, Coach Zach Book as well. Yeah, they're enjoying making fun of you over there while they're eating and you're having to do some talking right now,
I got you. That's all right.
But it's going to be a big drive again. Like we said, we're heading to Winsboro tomorrow night, and I know Shane and I talked there. We're going to head that way and make a day. Normally, you try to find somewhere we can eat. Like when we did to Gina, we went and found a little barbecue, the barbecue place over there. We'll have to see what we can find. Maybe that Winsboro area. But again, game that we've looked forward to all season long, Coach. It's been again, like I said, last year's season ended with Franklin Parish at the reservation and didn't get the outcome that we wanted then. But, man, has things changed here. The atmosphere's changed. The fans are super excited. It's going to be a packed house. I know Tioga's going to travel very, very well tomorrow night to Winsboro.
Yeah, I think so. It's you don't play for them too much, when you play for a district championship. And I don't want to say more importantly, but, your power rating and power seeding as it relates to the playoffs. So, every game matters, and every game's important. So, it's the next game up, and it's against a real good team. Like I said earlier, preseason favorite. So, hey, it's a challenge, but let's go. Let's go see what we can do, and then win or lose, we know we got another week.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. That's a nice thing to have. Of course, last year we were playing that last game, trying to get to that next week. Here we know we have it. Again, a lot to play for. Not only, again, with the district championship here, this is a lot on the line here. This is a first-round bye game on the line. Second-round home game, which is so crucial to be able to have that second-round home game here, how important that is. Again, and then just setting yourself up to get to the dome and how important it is. This is what's football, and then the weather turns and it's got nice and cool. This is high school football at its best, in my opinion. This November weather here has finally turned, because Louisiana, it could change on a dime. But we got some nice, cool weather here, so hopefully no problems with cramps or anything like we had at the beginning of the year. And again, we've come out here, and you and I talked about it a little while ago. Pretty clean as far as injury, and you always want to knock on wood, but been very blessed. Of course, losing Karlinski, that was a big loss as our starting defensive back. But we've had our little nicks in here and there, like you're going to always have during football season. But we've been very blessed at Tioga this year with injuries.
Yes, and I think our off-season program, got the guys ready. so they could withstand some of that pounding, and it's worked out. And now there's certain injuries you just can't. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, like with Kalinsky Lloyd. You know,
Yes.
That was a little bit of a freak accident, to be honest with you. It seems like to me, but and we wish him well. We
Absolutely.
Really do. Yeah, well, you know, this time of year you're going to have some bruises and contusions and what have you, and broken fingers and whatever, but that's just something you just have to learn to play with, and it'll work out.
You just snap that back in place and move on, right?
Well,
easier said than done.
The problem with that it was our center, and he did a phenomenal job, and I'm pretty sure he broke it, you know. But
he's a tough dude.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He really is.
Yeah, that Tucker Landry, he's quiet as far as from us on the outside in, but what a leader of this Tioga team here. He does a great job. Of course, Cohen on the defensive side, that leader of that captain of that defense, and it's fun to watch these seniors, how they've progressed over these 3 and 4 years of getting playing time. And, man, we have a chance of really, really doing something very special here this season. And it all starts tomorrow night. It kicks off again. It's going to move against that Franklin Parish Patriot team. It's going to be two high-powered offenses. And it's going to be a fun matchup. I know we're excited on 446 Sports. I know you and your coaching staff are super excited to make this happen and ready to show everybody exactly what this Tioga team is capable of. And we want to get that win, go to 9-1, get that bye, get that second-round home playoff game, and show state of Louisiana this Tioga Indian teams are a threat to be dealt with there on our way to the Dome. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk with we're going to talk to Cohen Henry. We're going to bring up Ethan Bridges up here. We're going to talk to Curvin. We're going to talk to a couple of players here. We're going to give you some break and let you go eat with your family. This is the Reservation Roundup live at Quebedeaux in Pineville. This is 446 Sports. We'll be right back.
At Alexandria Solutions, we believe every strong community starts with healthy minds and healthy families. That's why we're proud to stand alongside Tioga High School as a corporate sponsor. We're here to support the Tioga Indians from the classroom to the playing field, because when students succeed, our whole community thrives. At Alexandria Solutions, we provide compassionate care for mental health and addiction. No referral is needed to make an appointment, and we accept most insurances, because getting help should be simple. Alexandria Solutions, proud to support the Tioga Indians and proud to serve our community. Go Indians! Tonight's game is brought to you in part by your local convenience stores, where friendly faces, cold drinks, hot snacks, and everything you need are just around the corner. For a quick stop before the big game, your hometown convenience stores are always ready, always here for you. Swing by today, and remember, support local, shop local. Highway 2080 Chevron, King Stop, Fuel Plus, Ball Chevron, and Cougar Stop.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
happens to your car, you might say,
ugh, come on.
Seriously? This is so extra.
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Here's an important message for everyone in Central Louisiana experiencing changes in their vision. If you've met this year's Medicare deductible and are experiencing vision changes due to cataracts, then right now is the best and most affordable time to schedule your procedure with the cataract team at Wallace Eye Associates. A new year means a new deductible, so when it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Firehouse Subs just partnered with Hot Ones to create 2 new hook and ladder subs.
One with pickles marinated in Last Dab Reaper sauce to test yourself.
And a milder one with crispy garlic chips if tests aren't really your thing.
Find out how hot you like it for a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view. And gear up in our pro shop, ready to elevate your golfing experience? Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
We've all seen how quickly things can change. Everything from the world around us to the cost of things we use on a daily basis. That's why we all need someone in our corner to keep our family protected while still watching out for our pocketbook. I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. There's no better time than now to complete an insurance review to make sure you're properly covered and not paying too much. Whether it's in our office, at your home, or your place of business, let us help you find peace of mind. If you're in need of your insurance checkup, whether auto, home, or life, talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Welcome back, everybody, here to the Reservation Roundup live at Quebedeaux every Thursday night, 7 p.m. I am Billy French, your voice of Tioga Indian football on 446 Sports. And we got a little special crew here with us tonight. Not only do we have Mr. Curvin Johnson, which I was telling Coach a little while ago, you and I have a lot of similarities in our hair. But Curvin's going to come talk to us a little bit tonight. Of course, the captain of the defense, Mr. Cohen Henry. And then to his left, your right, Legatron himself, Mr. Ethan Bridges, the best kicker in Central Louisiana without question, sitting to my left here. And so we're going to talk to everybody a little bit tonight. We'll start to my right here. We'll start with Curvin and we'll work our way down. Curvin, you sat out a little bit last week here, kind of resting some things here, and I know you're ready to go. Big matchup. You're going to get to play against a future partner, future teammate in Ellis over there at Franklin Parish. What has been like this season here? And I know that when my son was recruited, it was like the best time of the year. I loved all the coaches coming to visit, all the trips and everything. Tell us what it's been like for you, buddy, having this big recruitment year and well-deserved and had a great season so far.
Oh, it's been fun. Really exciting.
Put that right there. I know. See, he is lights out on the field, but when you put a microphone in his face, he gets a little quiet here. But that's understandable. That's okay. You better get used to that with SEC Media Days and all that kind of stuff later on. But, again, you've had a phenomenal season catching the ball. They've added some play. Coach Landry's added some plays in there to let you run the ball a little bit, kickoff returns, and then you've been pretty much a shutdown cornerback this year. Is there anything that you can't do on the football field, buddy? Are you trying to get Ethan's job too?
No, sir.
No? You've had a great year, though, buddy. Tell us what it's like to play for Coach Dan Christman, Coach Landry, and that coaching staff that you have, bud.
Oh, it's fun. They look out for me, put the ball in my hands. I can't really ask nothing else of them.
Well, you made the most of it all season long, Curvin, and we've enjoyed watching you. You were my pick preseason. Of course, I don't pick anything live on deal because I don't want that coming back and getting me. But I did say, and Shane Henry is my producer, he'll tell you exactly what I said at the beginning of the year. I said, if Curvin Johnson does not win MVP of Central Louisiana, something's wrong. I watched you during the scrimmage and the absolute domination that you had of being able to catch the ball, and Case has been able to give it to you all season. It's been fun to watch, buddy. It's a pleasure watching you. I'm excited to see what you do tomorrow night and then through the playoffs and then, of course, at LSU. So congratulations on getting that LSU offer.
Thank you.
Cohen, we talk all the time, buddy, and it's fun to watch you on that defensive side. And it's like, I don't know where it came from, but like you're a special teams guru all of a sudden on these punt returns that seem to just come right to your way. But what's the mindset on that defensive side, buddy? You captain that defense. You got some dogs on that defensive line. So when they do get to you, they're already falling. And I know that low tackle that you've had to make, you've had to do a lot this year, especially with that Gina offense that they had and Wassman and everybody. What's the mindset on that defensive side of how you went from last year giving up so many points to this year just being absolutely shut down?
I mean, we're just playing like starved animals.
I love it.
We want to eat, and I feel bad for everybody that plays against us because we've been eating a lot this year. And I mean, it's really just last year it was new. We had a lot of new starters and new people. We had 8 new starters last year on defense, and we have 10 of the same starters from last year still on defense, plus, adding Curvin into the mix. But it's just we're all on the same page. We all want to play for each other, and there's no selfishness on the team. It's just we're all playing together, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
Well, this senior class that you guys have, led by you and Curvin and Case and Tucker and just so many great seniors. I don't want to leave anybody out, but to have the season last year where it just kind of didn't go our way. The talent was there. There's no question. The talent was there. It just, things would just kind of fall apart. And then we'd have the lead for most of the game, and then something would happen, a couple little plays, and then we would end up losing that game. And it just kept happening. It seemed like week after week. Penalties was a big issue last year, which you guys have cleaned that up completely. The mindset of this entire defense has been, and I don't want to say it's been not break, because we'll give up some yardage here, but it's been turnover and special teams has been so good and so electric. I know nothing's changed. Has it just been because of how comfortable you guys are now playing together?
I mean, we know what we're doing. Last year, it's not that we didn't know what we were doing, but we weren't confident in what we were doing. We knew what we were doing, but we hadn't been doing it for as long as we've been doing it now. And, I mean, these guys out here now, yeah, I mean, last year we gave up a lot of big plays, and the talent was always there last year. I mean, we beat Gino 68-20 last year. That's unheard of.
Yes.
But the talent was always there. It just, we had to believe in ourselves, first off. And when you start out 0-3, you lose a lot of confidence in yourselves. And then just when Coach Christman came in, he changed the mentality, everything. I mean, you touch the line for a reason.
Yeah.
You do every weight and you do every rep in the weight room for a reason. And when you buy into that, the penalties turn away because if we're disciplined when Coach Christman's in a meeting and he can leave us in the weight room and know that we're doing every rep of the weight we're supposed to be doing, that turns out on the field where he can turn us loose and say, hey, guys, this is what we need y'all to do. Y'all got to execute. We can't do it for you. And we've been executing, and it's just, we're playing like a family, really. It's a brotherhood, and it's hard to break a family apart, man.
I can see it. Well, I'm telling you, both the offensive side, Curvin, defensive side with you, Cohen, it's been so much fun to watch this year as you guys just excel every single game. And then we have special teams. Mr. Ethan Bridges, buddy, I have been a fan of yours since your sophomore year, your freshman year, should I say, and just to watch you get better and better and better every week. I love the confidence. I love that tackle a couple weeks ago, dude. I came out of my seat when you got my player of the game, my Southern Air Cool Play of the Game on there. I watched the young man's feet leave out from underneath him and go into the sideline. I know that had to hype you up, buddy. Of course, I gave you the nickname a couple weeks ago, the Legatron, and it's kind of taken off on our little YouTube chat and all this stuff. Mindset, you're so efficient. You had a rough week 1 against Sterlington, and that happens. As a kicker, you got to have short-term memory. But, man, if you turned it around this season, what's the mindset for you getting out there? Because kicker's a lonely man's job. You know what I mean? The game's on you, everything. They don't really talk about you that much until you make a mistake and you go warm up by yourself. All the other players are all stretching together and you're just kicking into a net by yourself over and over again. What's the mindset that you have, buddy, on to be so effective and so good all season long?
Well, the mindset is just be there for my team, you know, because a lot of people will see me out there by myself during the games, practices, but they don't see me staying after. And Cohen Henry, actually, he would stay after practice. He went to Walmart, bought an air horn, and he would wait. And he would either blow it right before I kick it, try to mess me up. But I know one thing is after I'd kick it, he'd hit me on purpose every single time. He said, Ethan, I'm tired of you being scared. He would hit me, and finally it paid off against Peabody. You know, I took that dude off his feet. I wanted him.
Were you able to clip that?
I did.
Okay.
I did. It's on the Twitter.
I want to see it. I want to see it. Absolutely. I know when I saw it live, I was excited, man. Shane and Thomas Scully, Coach Scully was out there, and I stood up out of my chair there in the bleachers over there at Peabody. Man, that's like a once-in-a-lifetime. It reminded me of the Pat McAfee. You know, of course, he's a big hitter, too, when he was punting. But I even said, I want to see some on the touchbacks. I need you to do me a favor if you can do this. Of course, I don't want you to get in trouble with Coach Christman or Coach Tripp Prestridge or anybody. Next touchback. I'm a big golfer. I love golf. I want to see, once you hit the touchback, I want to see the little golf swing and hold it. And I want to see the Pat McAfee type of deal. I know the confidence is there because you got your leg is ridiculously good. And, of course, you know, I almost call it good every time you kick a PAT just because it happens so often. So, like, when you miss one or something happens, I'm shocked because I was like, I don't know, something had to have happened and everything. But you've had the same holder. You know, Christian Isles does a great job of, I seen it last week, he had a high snap, brought it right back down, got it for you. Are you excited when Coach Tripp Prestridge, like last week with the Grant? That was a design little high kick just to try to – did y'all do some research on that to see that they were having a hard time? Because it really paid dividends for us because they fumbled one. They fumbled like 3, but they lost 1 fumble recovery. Was that something that y'all saw in game film?
Yes, sir. So we watch film on Wednesdays, and Coach Tripp, he'll pick up like the bad players that they have because they can't have all good players. It's hard. So we'll wait. We'll go to the game. He'll call a number on the sideline, tell me. And what we're trying to do is half of our guys play defense. We don't want them running, trying to chase the people with the ball. So he gets me out there to kick it as high as I can, so they have to fair catch it.
Right.
Like we saw last week when Jack and Cantrell absolutely killed that guy.
Yeah.
It was perfect timing. And so after that, they fail caught it every time. They didn't want nothing with us.
They didn't want to get hit in the mouth. Absolutely. Well, I tell you, it's been fun to watch you because I know you can kick it deep when you need to, and you can design it with the little pooch kicks and everything. And it's been fun to watch, man. You're a phenomenal kicker. I can't wait. I'm glad that you're only a junior and you get to come back next year and do it all over again here. But you're my vote for kicker of the Sin-Law for sure. Yes, sir. Not that I get a vote. I'm not nobody, but my opinions I feel matter to myself. And to the Tioga community. Kervin, we'll come back to you real quick too here, buddy. Man, big district game tomorrow night. This is for the district championship. Tioga hadn't won one in a few years. Beginning of the year, this was the goal. You want to win district championship, and you knew you were going to be playing against a Franklin Parish team that was very, very good, had a lot of D1 recruits on that team. Is this a game that you've been looking forward to all season long?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and so, again, are you excited about not only getting to shut down their wide receiver, but getting to, we heard that there's a possibility that their quarterback might come play a little DB, and he's going to try to shut you down. You think that's going to happen?
No, sir.
He's so quiet, but he's so good on the football field. I love it, dude. Hey, Cohen, do you think I know you told me you're looking for another punt return here this week. Is that the goal?
I think it's going to be a close one. Special teams win close games. So
Absolutely.
We're going to go out there and do our jobs like we've been doing for 9 weeks now, and we'll let the scoreboard talk.
See, that's senior smart right there. That's a good answer. That's PC. He knows what he's doing over here. He's been coached over here. And look, again, I know the travel to Winsboro tomorrow night, guys, and it's a big game. It's something that I personally been looking forward to this game all year long because I knew how good this team is, and you guys are so good on the offense, so good on the defense, so good in special teams. You guys have been very disciplined on penalties this year. It's all kind of culminated into this big game here on the final week. You couldn't have scripted this any better than week 10. The only thing would have been better if we were at the reservation, to be honest. But going to Winsboro for the district championship, and not only is the district championship on the line, you got a first-round bye and a second-round home playoff game all wrapped up if you get this win here tonight. And it might be wrapped up now. PowerPoints are crazy and they're fickle things here. Just a lot of factors involved. But without a shadow of a doubt, you win this ball game tomorrow night, you're going to have a first-round bye and you're going to have a second-round home game. Anyone that wants to answer, more than welcome to answer. Has this been something that you've been dreaming of all season long, and this goal to win that district and have that deep playoff run?
I mean, it's just kind of a culmination of blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, we work. That man sitting over there eating his food over there, he works as hard, man.
I know he does.
I mean, it's no more go home after practice. You're running gassers after practice. You're running sprint work after practice.
That's what happens when a head coach used to coach track. Or still coaches track.
It don't matter if you win 70-20. You're running gassers the next day at practice. And the Saturday morning workouts, you're running 110s. And it's just everything works. And, I mean, this is a playoff caliber game. This is what we're going to get in the playoffs. These are teams we're going to play in the playoffs. And if we want to make a deep run, we got to get used to playing these teams. And I think we're ready for it.
Absolutely. Have you, Ethan, you got any I know they got some speed over there, so you got that leg ready for them touchbacks?
Oh, I got them ready.
Look, there ain't no doubt, brother. Ain't no doubt. And Kervin, I'm expecting a big game out of you, buddy. I know that's nothing, but a little pressure on you ain't nothing to you. Giving you the week off. I know you're kind of antsy and ready to get back on that football field and prove to a future teammate that hey, I'm better than you. Y'all are opponents right now, so let's make sure we keep that in mind. That once you get to LSU, of course, then you get to enjoy all that. And kudos to you, brother. By the way, and I know Cohen comes watches his brother KJ play football all the time. But kudos to you to come out there and throw one. I seen you playing a little catch with some of those kids at Red River football the other day, buddy. That means a lot to this community, to the kids. Anytime a guy going to LSU. It's a big deal. That's a very, very big accomplishment, and these kids probably want your autograph and all that kind of stuff. I know, right now, it might not feel, all that, but it really means a lot to the community. These kids are going to be watching you all the way through LSU, hopefully get to see you into the NFL as well, and I know it means a lot. So kudos to you for playing a little catch here. It means a lot to these young kids.
Yes, sir.
And, again, so thank you guys so much. Of course, we've got 2 seniors and a junior here. And, the mindset is, of course, with these 10 seniors here, we want to finish strong. We want to finish a deep run. I want to go to the Dome. I hate to say it, don't tell my wife, I want to cancel my vacation because I have a vacation right around that time of the state title. And I want to go on vacation, don't wrong me, but I sure won't mind canceling my vacation or tell them y'all can go. I'm staying behind because I got to go call a game in the Dome. So I cannot wait to see you guys in the Dome myself and get to enjoy a great run of Tioga football. Man, I love you guys so much. I love watching this football. I am Tioga through and through, and I've always been since I moved here. And my kid graduated from here, recruited you, tried to get you to go to Grambling, but he can't blame you for going to LSU, my friend. And I can't wait to see you because I know you're going to the next level as well. And then we're going to talk about you going to the next level next year when you become a senior, my friend. We again, I know, I'd love to see you at LC just so I can go, just for me personally, I know your dad and them too. That way you're right there. We can go watch you play here. And you guys are special ball players. I hope you guys appreciate this season on how big this is, especially from last year to this year. And I know a lot of you guys do. I know you guys are leaders on this team and know how important this season is to this community of being Tioga Indian fans. You can see it when they pack the house every week. They come to support you guys, and you guys have put on an absolute show all season long. So thank you guys for being big members of this community and helping this community have something to root for every week. And I thank you guys again for coming on the show tonight. Appreciate everybody. I know Cohen, I see you all the time. Of course, when we work with your dad. Again, you're over at Red River Football all the time, so I get to see you over there. Curvin, it's always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Can't wait to see what you do tomorrow night. Ethan, always a pleasure, my friend. Legatron over here, setting records over here at Tioga with that leg. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning into the Reservation Roundup. We are blessed. As you can tell, my partner's not here tonight, Coach Thomas Scully. He's out there watching his son coach at Marksville. So good luck to Marksville tonight, hopefully getting that win. Again, for Shane Henry, my producer, thank you so much, buddy. He makes it all look effortless. I got a voice for the radio. I got a face for radio, too. But Shane Henry makes it look a little bit better. So thank you, Shane, for all that you do. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you to Quebedeaux again. Every Thursday night while Tioga plays, we're going to have a coaches show. So when we beat Franklin Parish tomorrow night, we will have a bye next week. So we will not have a coaches show next week. But, again, stay tuned. As soon as we're playing, we will have the coaches show on Thursday night. So thank you, everybody. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in to 446 Sports. And tomorrow night, make sure you head out to Winsboro and watch your Tioga Indians beat the Franklin Parish Patriots. And for myself, Shane Henry, and our coach Scully here at Marksville, we want to say go Indians and God bless.